They're coming for us.
Whoa. Hey guys, are we live?
We are live.
Wow.
Yep, I see chat.
Santiago says live. Fuck.
Oh no. Or oh yes.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, cartoons.
Cool.
Please look forward to this Sonic debate coming live from our patio hot tub.
Let's go.
Whoa.
No video though, perverts.
Yeah.
How many of you have ever been in a hot tub?
I actually have.
I've actually was in one in too many games.
Whoa!
Yeah, you
I'd
did. You
hope.
fucking
Did you
degenerate.
steal it?
No, I couldn't steal it. It was too heavy.
My aunt used to have a hot tub when I was a kid. She had it in her, I mean, whatever that back area is, the back. I guess it's a back porch. I don't know. It was a hot tub. It was very like, whoa! You can have one in your house. That's crazy. One day it broke.
Wait, who broke it? Was it them?
It wasn't me. I think it was her or one of her kids, which would have been one of my cousins. Like one day it just died. I guess maintaining a hot tub is actually expensive and annoying.
Well, yeah,
So-
because you basically got to consistently deal with like super hot water all the time, and usually during like the winter and other seasons, it's so difficult to keep the water hot. And I remember one of my friends actually having a hot tub, and the water froze over so much that it broke like the automatic machines on the inside of it to keep the water from warming up. So they had to go all winter without hot water, or the hot water in the hot tub.
Oof.
Yep.
The last time I was in a hot tub, it was the middle of fucking winter, and we went up to a cabin that like I think it was my mom and her boyfriend had rented for a couple of days. And I actually did not get in the hot tub because it was snowing outside. And the first thing I could think was, wow, this is going to be really nice while I'm in it. And then it's going to be fucking awful the moment I get out.
Ain't that the truth for like anything in water or hot water into cold water or hot water into the cold air? It's just like, it just freezes to death as soon as you pop out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I'm getting some practice in it, making your guys' mouths move.
Whoa!
Oh, fancy.
it actually moves.
Well, your expression changes when you talk. It's me just pressing keys on a keyboard.
Oh, so it's not real time activated.
No,
Ooh.
I figured out a way to
He's
do
on
it real
VTuber.
time, like after I got it all set up. So maybe next year.
These are PNG
Oh,
tubers.
Yeah, just
Oh
PNG.
shit!
Oh shit.
Finally becoming a fucking VTuber.
Welcome
Send
to
me
the
some
club.
money.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, let's VTube.
Yep.
Yeah,
We can.
let's VTube.
Does that involve like the V chip? Do you remember the V chip?
No.
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 Oh,
What does it taste like?
well, very sour. The wasn't the V chip the thing that was in televisions where you could be like, oh yeah, you can prevent your children from watching TV MA programming on this TV. Just program your V chip, but nobody knew how to program the V chip because because it's famous. Like, oh, adults don't know how to program the VCR, but children do. So clearly, children aren't going to program their own V chip to prevent them from watching adult-oriented programming. Because when
Wait,
you're a
are
child.
are you sure it was called the V chip or was it called something else? Because this is unlocking something in my mind real quick.
I'm pretty sure it was called the V chip.
Hang on, I'm gonna Google this real quick.
I
feel like
only
it
remember the V chip from South Park. That was the name of the chip from South Park that they put in Cartman and made him unable to swear.
Oh yeah, every time he swear he just turns electricity. And also,
Well-
yeah, it is right. It is a V chip.
Right. So I'm assuming that episode of South Park was a parody on the concept then, because
Oh.
what happens in
Presumably.
TV 14? Why somebody might say a swear.
And then they
Wow.
electrocute it.
I love AB3s. Easy as
Yeah.
1, 2 C.
C's. Ugh. But yeah, speaking of hot tubs, I really want to get back into one right now.
Bro, my gym has a hot tub, and every time I work out, I'm always going in there.
Wait. What kind of gym do you work at that has a hot tub?
I don't work. It's
Or
LA
work
Fitness.
out at?
LA Fitness.
Your Planet Fitness has a hot tub, but not mine?
LA Fitness.
Oh, LA Fitness.
LA.
Okay, I thought you said
Yeah.
Planet Fitness because I was like, mine doesn't even have a hot tub or anything like that. The most it basically has is like a water bed that just shoots water up against your back, which, by the way, still feels wonderful.
Mhm.
The fucking Planet Fitness I was going to for a while there, they had a sauna. I think it was only for Black Card members though, so I never went in.
That's why you say that you pretend that you are a Black Card member, because they never check for that.
It's true.
I mean, step 1, get a lump of plastic. Step 2, paint it black. Step 3, profit.
There you go. He knows what's up.
They do have a thing now where, like, when you go into the Planet Fitness, you have to scan the it's like a barcode on your thing to say that you're going in, but like they don't really check after that point.
Yeah, I gotta just be like, hey, can I go in the hot tub real quick? And you can be like, sure, just sign this for us. Because they my Planet Fitness has like a little thing you have to sign every time you basically go somewhere. It's like, yeah, all right, here's the keys, go have fun. I'm like, all right, cool.
Heck. My hand is covered in some sort of spice.
What?
Well, you know, just ate real fast. I had a couple chicken tenders, and they had, like, you know, some whatever, you know, like it's a hot and spicy one, sort of like you bite it and you're like, whoa, there's a punch. Now it's on my hand. It doesn't matter. This is not a story.
The important thing is don't touch anything else until you wash your hands.
Yeah, so
well, I just touched this priceless thing called the Mona Lisa.
Gotta burn it.
oh god
Okay,
dang
Glass
it.
Onion said it was fine.
It's about time, right?
It's okay, we have photocopies. We can make copies.
Vincent Van Gogh, Vincent Van fucking knockoff, more like.
Da Vinci?
The shank, more like.
Oh man, right. So we're here. Sonic.
Everyone
What's
is
a
here.
Sonic?
Right, none of you are supposed to know what Sonic is. That's the shtick.
Well, that
From
might
what
be a
Kopika told
problem.
me.
Yeah, let's go through and see like how non-Sonic these non-Sonic fans are.
Yeah. Wait, like, should we ask? Wait, do we wait until the actual proper start to be like, what do you know about Sonic? Or
Yeah, I
do we do it
suppose.
now?
Yeah, we could wait
Yeah.
until we
Yeah.
start it properly.
He's like Mario, right?
Because all
Yeah.
of this isn't going to be included in the VOD.
Should be.
True.
So we can say whatever we want right now.
Maybe I will leave this one in. I'll decide later. If I
Right.
wanna be
Let's keep
funny.
it. You could have somebody say diarrhea dookie.
So you're saying I shouldn't say one of those banned Twitch words?
It's okay. It'll be on YouTube. It's not banned on YouTube, so you're
Right.
okay.
What
So
are
you're
Oh,
those-
good.
shit, you're right.
Wait. That works?
So I did not know like, this entire time that we were live. no one told. I did not know.
Well, it's a good thing you didn't give us your social security number. But
My
since
social
we're live,
security is.
if you could give us your social security number.
I guess I'm gonna slide that PogChamp card back into my wallet.
Oh no. How many more do you got left?
I got them on sale, funnily enough. Although they do have the expiration date was about 3 years ago. I think they're
It's still
fine
good.
though.
It's still good. Yeah, it's still good. Okay. Sorry, I'm stretching.
Oh
so,
no, I was just looking in the chat and it's like, yes, it's me, David T. Lurker. I don't.
Who the fuck are you?
Oh my
well,
god, it's David the Lurker.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's David Lurker.
Yeah, how do you know David? T.
No, no.
I don't know who this guy is either.
Oh,
Is this a cult? Are we in a cult?
right. Well, if you want, I could start. I was born and raised in a house, right?
Shit, I hope you were born.
Riveting.
Right. I don't know how much I should give because no
I
one
do
wants to
know that
dox-
you went to Billy Mays' funeral.
Yes, I did go to Billy Mays' funeral. That's the one thing people know at this point.
Meanwhile, Chaz was like, "Oh, you're that guy."
Oh yeah. Right. I went to Billy Mays' funeral. I used to work at a place called Ink Stop that went out of business. I used to do a lot of cleaning. I know a bit too much about Sonic the Hedgehog. And
Oh, thank God you're here.
Yep. I've God, what else have I done? What have I done with my life? No,
Well, you're still breathing, so I guess that's one thing.
It's too early. You can't be having existential crises. It's only 10:30.
It's only
It's only 10:30, man. You got this.
That's right. It's man.
Steven, you wanna start this up?
Yeah, let's get started. So I'm gonna play the bumper, and when that bumper is playing, can't have anyone talking. Just for those who aren't familiar. And then once the bumper's done, I will say, "Hey guys, blah blah blah," and here's our host, David, and then he'll do his spiel.
Whoa! Like that.
All right, let's get started.
Charity versus Room 2. New Age of Zeros.
Hey guys, it's movies. It's time for the Great Sonic Debate, non-Sonic Fan Edition. I have the wrong fucking thing up again. God damn it. We're gonna have to do this again.
Yep. No, it's just the two.
Redo.
Nuke the ball.
Yo, that's me.
You know what?
Yeah,
No, let's just keep it in.
Surprise! It's not us debating. It's movies and Stefan.
Here, I'll
I
put it,
didn't know you guys didn't know Sonic.
put it on top of Greg and Ted.
Right, you gotta have more.
There we go.
You're getting there. This is good.
It's good enough. Without further ado, let's get started. David is our host today. David, introduce the concept. What's happening?
Oh, that's right. Once again, we are bringing it back. Was this a fan favorite? I don't remember. Maybe not, but we brought it back anyway. It is the Great Sonic Debate. This is the Great Sonic Debate 4. The first two were done live in person. You can watch them on YouTube if you want. The third one was done last year and this very charity stream. And that was, of course, done with some Sonic the Hedgehog fans. But this time, the Great Sonic Debate 4 is being done with classified non-Sonic fans. That's right. These people have never heard of Sonic the Hedgehog. Well, maybe they have. I don't know. Right. We've got two teams here. We've got Nora and Sabrina on one side. You got Linky and Experiment on the other side. And wait, how much about Sonic do you guys even know?
I played 3 games.
3. Which ones?
Sonic Adventure 1, Sonic Adventure 2, and the one with the sword.
Okay, you don't know the name of the one with the sword. This is good. Okay. That's right. We've got 2 teams, Team A and Team 2. That's the way it goes. And I guess it should be mentioned that we're not just doing this for fun, although it will be fun. We're also doing it for charity, which is also fun. So actually, it's all for fun. I lied. This is for fun.
It's all for fun, but sometimes money's involved.
Sometimes money's involved, right? But it's right. So we are raising money for.
Go ahead.
What?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was saying, right. We were raising money for Rise Above the Disorder, which is a charity which they're a universal mental health care system. That's how they describe themselves. They want to help people regardless of health insurance or budget because everyone deserves mental health care. I know it's been mentioned before, like the idea, like, oh, what money that's being raised, how does that work? Well, in general, it's like every $10 they get, they're able to pay for someone's prescription. Every $30 can go towards a therapy session. So the idea is that people who cannot afford mental health at a time when it might be the most important, well, they exist to lend a helping hand. You can check out more about them at yourrad.org. But you can donate. It's right in the chat. There's a link to the Tiltify where you can donate. I guess are there still raffles happening today? I know there's the
Yes,
I don't remember what they are.
we got the closing off right after this is done is the Pikmin 4 cloth poster courtesy of GameStop. So once that ends, we will raffle that off. There's also the Sonic Origins character select bid war that will close off at the end of the stream as well. Amy is still currently in the lead. So if she gets that, then that will be the character John and David will be racing as. Speaking of donations, we got $5 from my not so fake Sonic fan. What these fake Sonic fans might know who Sonic is. That's not very Pogs Ultra of you all. And then a $5 from Nate Bolthouse. No comment.
Well, there we go. So if you want, if you're able to, if you can't, that's perfectly fine. But if you're able to, while we're going through this whole debating, as they call it, as the kids call it, you can donate, and they will be read, I guess, in between topics. Because we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a cool time. We're gonna have a Sonic time because Sonic is cool. I hope by me saying that I didn't spoil any information to these people who don't know what Sonic is.
Definitely don't know what Sonic is. Never heard of a Sonic in my life. Ken Penders who?
What's a Zelda?
What's up?
That's the little blue guy, right?
Yeah, he's like Mario, right? He jumps.
Mamma mia.
So.
Right. So close your Google tabs.
Okay.
I don't know if there's anything else I should say or if we should just jump right into it.
Let's jump right into it. But one thing
I
will
guess
mention.
go
mention
on.
that AEDouble provided the art for us today. And I'm back here clicking on my keyboard to make these guys talk, and it's really hard. So cut me some slack.
Okay. You got a lot of buttons. You don't know what they all do.
Yeah.
What does this button do? Just explodes.
Oh, that'd be painful. Right. So we got right. I guess I should explain the rules because I don't know the rules to the people involved. Right. So what's going to happen is that we got some topics that we're going to go through, some debate topics. The two teams are competing against each other. It'll be a prompt like a generic one like, oh, is Sonic a hedgehog? That's not one of the questions. And one of you, either one team, well, if everyone can agree, like the one team would say, oh yeah, I'm going to argue that he is a hedgehog. And then the other team will say, well, we really want to argue that he's not. And then each person will get 1 minute to speak. So we'll go back and forth, start with team A. I guess we would start with Sabrina, jump to Linky for the rebuttal, then to Nora, and then to Experiment. And then whoa, someone wins, I guess. And then, but if nobody can decide who really wants the subject, we can flip a coin. And then you'll be forced to debate something. And it'll be good. It'll be a good time. I keep on saying it'll be good because I have no idea what's going to happen. If I repeat it enough times, it'll work.
Only the finest quality here. We're not sure what type of quality, but quality nonetheless.
Right.
Gonna be some amazing quality.
Somebody mentioned in the chat, should it be a minute and a half since it's only two people? I don't know.
No, 60 seconds.
No. Yeah, it's 60 seconds. It'll give us the opportunity to do 20 topics instead of 5 last year.
Oh no.
You're all prepared for this, right?
Yeah, I got a drink here right now.
All right. Oh yeah, here we go.
Friday, let's go.
Oh no.
Then I guess
Team sleep deprived versus team other A.
Heck. All right. Well, I think we'll start. I guess we'll start now. Yeah. Is there a fancy? I mean, I hope I win too, Caliburn. Let's start with a softball because everyone knows everything. Right. So all of the topics were suggested by people on Twitter. I'm going to mention their. Wait, should I mention their ads? I wrote them down. I didn't ask, but
if we didn't ask ahead of time, maybe not.
Maybe not. Okay, never mind. So these were all mystery people who have no names. We'll start with the first one, and that is, which is better, the Japanese or the American/English soundtrack to Sonic the Hedgehog CD. Yeah.
Oh God.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
I think I was told once that the Japanese one was better.
John definitely linked me a remix CD once based on the Japanese one.
The only thing that I remember was the U.S. victory theme just sounded like a football touchdown song. That's all I know.
Oh shit! But that Crush 40 remix of Sonic Boom's really good though.
Oh jeez! All right, so
I think we have our teams decided.
Okay. Do we? Okay.
Well, it sounds like Team A wants to go for Japan and Team 2 wants to go for US, but I'm not sure. I don't want to speak for them.
Right.
Yeah, you know what?
I'll take that.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna stay firm. I'm gonna stay firm with my suggestion.
Okay. All right. Well, then that's what we'll do. Okay, Team Timmy Turner, come to the stage. What? This is great. It's good. It's fun. Team A, you will begin. I guess we'll start with Sabrina because your head on the picture is closer to the middle. So I guess it's Family Feud rules where you're the first person.
Okay.
All right. Okay. I should pull up this timer. I don't think we have one on the screen, do we?
No.
Doesn't matter. Okay. You've got 1 minute. I'll say go. You start talking, and then I'll rudely interrupt you when it's over, unless you run out of things to say before then. Okay. So in 3, 2, 1, go.
So I have heard a little bit of the US soundtrack, but I've mostly heard a lot of the Japanese soundtrack due to editing John's video for Sonic CD. And I remember enjoying that soundtrack a lot more than the US one. And that's not because his opinion affected mine. So the internet told me that the Japanese soundtrack is the better one. So I am a sheep, so I have to follow what they tell me. Definitely, I think it is a lot more fun and not as I don't remember how the US soundtrack sounded like. It's more memorable than the US soundtrack, I would say. Because I remember the Japanese one better.
Well, there you go. That's 1 minute. I guess I could warn you when it's like 10 seconds earlier.
Yeah, let's get some warnings.
Yeah, I'll do a warning. I thought about that, but then it was like, oh, if I interrupt you, you might think it's over.
No,
and then
you could probably just be like 10 seconds.
yeah, that's what I'll do. That's what I did last time. Like, I don't know how the internet works. Okay, so there we go. Okay, we'll move on. Okay, Linky, are you ready to counter that statement?
I guess I have to be.
Right. I mean, you're forced into it. If you left, I guess you could, but
yeah, you know what? Just do.
All right, so get ready to go. I'll give you a 10-second warning before you're done.
Thank you.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
So I have played, I've listened to a little bit of the US theme songs. They seem to be a little bit more rock heavy and stuff like that, but that's how most Sonic games are supposed to be, right? Especially that victory theme. That victory theme is probably fucking kick-ass because it reminds you, hey, you just made that finishing touchdown football goal. You just go, oh yeah, da 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 da, and you just slam the controller down. You'd be like, oh crap, I'm sorry, mom. Can I buy another controller? And that way it has so many replay abilities and stuff like that. And after that, I don't know anything else about any of the Sonic games because I haven't listened to it in a while. That's it for me.
You've got 20. Okay, never mind.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
That's all I need. That victory theme alone. That's all I need.
All right. Well, then I guess we'll do that. Okay. Right, I shouldn't influence anyone's statements. That's why I'm just going to jump in and say, "Whoa, Nora, you get to go. You get to rebuttal rebuttals. The most fun thing to do." Okay.
I'm ready.
All right. Well, then in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, now Linky, you did bring up like the rock soundtrack and stuff that they did for the US version. And as Internet Apocrypha has told me, the reason that it is so rock focused in the English version of Sonic CD is because Michael Jackson himself was involved in the audio production. However, if I wanted to play a Sega Genesis game that had a Michael Jackson soundtrack, I'd just go play Moonwalker. Instead, I would rather go play Sonic CD with its city pop soundtracks, or because I'm a fake Sonic fan, I go play Sonic Mania, the only 2D game I have actually finished, and just play the Sonic CD stages in that game.
All right. If you well, there's still 10 seconds left, but I guess we're done. I guess it's over. Wow.
I see the chat saying I don't know. You're right, I don't. That's why I'm here.
Yeah. I mean, did he actually do the soundtrack for Sonic CD? I don't know. Did he? I'm asking you.
All right. Well, while the chat digests everything that's happening, we're gonna move on. Okay, experiment T, you get to have the final word on this. So gonna count down. You'll have 1 minute on the clock. 3, 2, 1, go.
You have to remember the audio production was a bit different between Japan and US because they were targeting different demographics. So Japan was doing more contemporary Euro/city pop, which was hugely popular in its titular countries at the time. And while it works as a universal soundtrack, it doesn't suit as a game soundtrack. The US went for something a little more atmospheric. And well, that is where I feel the US soundtrack stands better on its own 2 feet, is that it has better atmosphere. Also, we've got Fresh Prince of Tidal Tempest, so, checkmate atheist.
Wow.
You got 23 seconds left. Do you have anything, or should we just stop it?
The other things that we also have is better end goal, as Linky described earlier.
Hell yeah.
Easy enough. Better special stage.
Exactly.
And we have lyrics that you can actually understand without needing Google Translate.
All right.
Wait, does?
Well, that's it. Oh, geez. Okay. Huh. I'm not.
Do you want some help with this one, David?
Well, okay.
Do you need a co-judge, or can you do this on your own?
I mean, if you want to throw in things at the end, you can. Like before, I'm going to be weird with points. It can't be simple 1-0 at the end of this. Right. So, Sabrina mentioned Some Call Me Johnny. That's going to give their side 1 point automatically because everyone loves Johnny.
What the fuck?
I'm not. Okay, right. You you mentioned the victory theme for the US side. We're gonna give that a point there. You thought Michael Jackson was involved in CD, he wasn't. I feel like I might have to take away a point for that one. Sorry.
Oh, so he wasn't?
No.
No, Nimrod.
I didn't know. Oh, it was. Oh, okay.
Then you mentioned Moonwalker, and since everyone loves that game, I guess we'll give that point back.
Yeah.
But I think we're gonna have to give it to team number 2. We're gonna give them an extra point because it just felt a bit more. I don't know. I thought it worked better. I mean, like the atmosphere thing, like the descriptions there. This is me judging on conversation because if it was me, I have opinions, but that's not what we're talking about. My opinions don't matter.
Exactly. You're a pivot. So pivot.
I'm pivoting.
Oh my gosh.
Right. Unless no, I mean, Smoothie, did you have any thoughts? Do you think this is fair? Do you think I made the wrong calls?
Well,
now?
Sabrina just mirrored Johnny's opinions, and Nora just said no you, whereas Linky and Experiment said this is what I like.
Right. They actually offered some. Yeah. So round 1 is gonna go to team number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, let's go.
Before you get to the second question, we do got ourselves a donation.
Ooh, okay.
$100 dues from Daniel Risotsko.
Whoa.
I don't know much about the Sonic CD English or Japanese soundtracks, but going off of the Metal Sonic race, regardless of whether that has two versions, I like 90% of that. But why does this sound like Bane in bondage gear struggling against his restraints, played in slow motion? What is that?
Are you see, Sonic? Nobody cared who I was until I put on the mask.
You see, no one cared until I collected the time stones. And for just $4.99 a month, you too can experience the majesty of my heart.
molded by it, raised by it.
Raised by it. Then
Is
I
that how
got
he became
stuck in
Eggman?
it, and that's when I invested Dr. Ivo Robotic Kintobar Go Fuck Yourself.
You're a big hedgehog.
Ah,
Man, this Sonic lore just got crazy, man.
it did. This is why you're all such good Sonic fans.
Yeah.
All right. So we should move on. Debate topic number 2. Okay. Yeah, this was a good one. I like this one. I think you'll all like it too. Should Sonic games be about going fast or slow?
I mean, fast, right?
Fast.
No opinions from Team 2.
I think we're going to be taking the slow portion then.
Well, that's perfect suit for you then.
All right.
To be fair, isn't there a game where Sonic goes slow again? Like he was like forced
Sonic
to?
There's
Labyrinth.
a couple.
Isn't that
Yeah.
like Lost World or something? The one everyone hates?
Oh boy, I got my work cut out for this.
All right. Well, I guess we got it. So Team A is going to argue that Sonic should be fast, and Team 2 is going to argue that Sonic should be super slow. Right, we're going to switch it up, and then we'll start with Team 2 this time. Let me pull the timer back up. All right, so I guess Linky, you will be right out of the gate. You'll go first. Are you
All
ready?
right.
Are you happy?
I am ready.
Okay. But are you happy?
Yeah. I'm happy to be here.
Good.
Yeah.
That's the right answer. A point to two. No.
No.
Okay.
Let's go. I'm happy for you, David.
Okay, we'll count down in 3, 2, 1, go.
I believe Sonic should actually slow down every once in a while. There's nothing wrong with fast, but there's also a key factor to Sonic 2 is that there are some platform challenges that are available. There's also some puzzles that he basically has to do with some games. If anything, I remember from Sonic Adventure 1, I believe, there are some parts where they actually do slow down, like with Gamma, Amy, and Big the Cat, which honestly, I really do enjoy the fishing in that game. Don't hate me about that. But usually it's just be like, hey, time to slow it down, time to have a good time and stuff like that. Hence why I think certain parts of the game should go fast, but still they should basically have some time where it needs to slow down, relax, just kind of do some other things while you're just kind of getting your heart rate down low. Just listen to some chill and vibe music, because if I know some Sonic games, they have some chill music when it's not going fast, and that what keeps me relaxed and easy.
5 seconds. Sorry. Oh, yes.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, that's done. I glanced away because
Yeah, it's okay. I was just slow.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm taking notes. I'm taking this very seriously. I'm taking it so seriously. That's why suddenly all the pressure is now on Sabrina. Are you ready for this pressure?
No.
A point for admitting the truth. Okay.
Just even.
Right. All right. Here we go. We're gonna count down in 3, 2, 1, go.
So Sonic's, I feel, identity revolves around going fast so much that whenever he does go slow, I've heard just many people say that like it just doesn't feel right. And to me, if I wanted to go slow, I would just play a Mario game and take my own pace through it, where I have to do some more complicated platforming and everything. With Sonic, it's like I just want to go from point A to point B as quick as possible. I've played a little bit of Unleashed, and the Werehog was not enjoyable. I'm sorry. So it just took away aspects of what Sonic's character is. So I think him slowing down is just something that
10 seconds.
should not be the norm.
All right. Okay, we blah, 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 blah. I can talk. Experiment, you're next. You're up.
Alrighty.
I guess I'll just count down. I don't need to be funny every time or attempt to be. Can't say I have been. Okay, we're gonna start. 3, 2, 1, go.
We also have to remember in game design, it's best to design it in waves. You can't go full octane 24/7, otherwise, where's the player going to have a chance to actually take a breather and, gather their thoughts and processes? This is where slower stages like Labyrinth Zone, Marble Zone come into play, because it's just, okay, you've had your high octane, now here's something a little more challenging where you need to be more precise and think a little more about what you're going to do within the next step. You could say the Werehog was an evolution of taking it slow, but the problem is that it was too repetitive rather than just slow itself. Basic psychology says you can't be on a full high octane fuel 24/7, because then how are you going to react?
10 seconds.
There's too much information that gets processed into your brain. At least when you have a moment to slow down and think, you have a moment to collect and process yourself and then
Time.
plan your next move.
Oh. Yep. It took an extra couple seconds, but I'll allow it this time. All right. Nora, you get to round it out.
All right.
All right. In 3, 2, 1, go.
See, I get where you're going with on the slow team with like Sonic should take a second to slow down and like take a moment to give a breather, take a moment to like collect what's going on. But what we're really talking about is like momentum in game design. And I feel like where Sonic games tend to fail a lot, at least in terms of the ones that I've played, is that the slower sections, like say the Knuckles stages or like the big stages or like the Werehog stuff, they dominate so much of the game design, not because there are breaks so that you can like slow down and catch a breather, but because they're afraid that you're going to get bored with the theme park elements and instead like
10 seconds.
finish the game too fast. Whereas the parts of the game that are the most fun are the parts where you go fast.
All right. I will click the OK and the reset. I'm using Google. It's beeping in my ear. Okay.
Beep.
Well, it did beep. It did beep. Huh. Okay. That's interesting. Wow. Okay. I'm actually not 100% sure on
Do you need
this
some help
one.
on this one, David?
I want to hear your thoughts. I'm calling in Lifeline Smoothies. I want to hear your thoughts.
I enjoyed Linky and Experiment's points.
Right.
I think no one can disagree that everything needs a slow moment every now and then, kind of like how Mario movie could have used a couple more. But the question was, should Sonic be fast or slow? It wasn't. Should it sometimes be slow?
That is a good point.
And I feel like
think that's where
Sabrina
I
and
was
Nora
going.
had a better case on that.
Right, because you were arguing for slow sometimes, but Team 2 never went. Sonic should be slow. You said Big can be slow.
And Team
You
A
said
did
Amy
also
can be
say
slow.
like the slow parts are kind of the parts people don't like in Sonic games. So I feel like they had a little better. Although I really enjoyed like how articulated Linky and Experiment made their answers, I feel like Nora and Sabrina had a better argument.
You know what? I think you might be right. So we're gonna give I'm arbitrary points. So well we'll give Team A, we're gonna give 2 points because they're both blazing fast. Sabrina and Nora, they both can break the speed of sound. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
Yep. Right, and then an extra point for winning the side, but then I'm gonna throw a point at Linky because you said big fishing is cool.
It is.
So-
It is. It's the almost one of my favorite parts of the game.
Right. So it should be all right, it should be 4-3. I don't know if that refreshed. So right? Am I no, or is it 3-3?
It should be
God,
3
I
to
don't-
3.
It should be 3-3. Okay, we'll say
Yep.
you're tied. Yeah, actually, that's right. I can't do math.
Don't worry, we couldn't either during Xenoblade.
I
Yeah,
believe I had.
that was probably the longest math quiz I ever took.
I've only had 4 ounces of an adult beverage right now. There's no way it shouldn't be impacting anything.
Oh shit, you sharing?
Yeah, you can if you can reach it. It's
Oh yeah. Let me just reach over.
yeah.
Yeah.
Reach.
There we go. All right, we're gonna mix. You know what? Okay, let's go to the next one. Here we go. Topic number 3. Trey? No, Trace is trois. I can't. It's 3. We're gonna Trey. What? It is
Trace.
Trace. Uno dos tres.
Yeah.
But then un deux trois. And
That's
then
French.
yeah, I'm just gonna say all the 3s. While you're okay, I'm gonna read the subject and here we go. We're gonna do this is a simple one. This is everyone will know this. Who is better just in general? Is it Scourge? Scourge the Hedgehog or Surge the Tenric? I didn't write down.
What the hell's a Tidrick?
I don't know
did
any of these people.
You don't.
Calling the
I mean, that's-
Scourge side. I'm calling him.
One more time, who are you calling?
I am calling the Archie Sonic dick bag.
Wait, which one's that one?
that would be that's Scourge. So
And who's the other one?
Surge.
Wait, sir. What?
They're different. They're different characters. One's named Scourge, and one's named Surge.
Like the energy drink?
Yes.
Yeah. I shouldn't divulge any additional information because you did study. This is like you're taking a test. You don't ask the professor for the answers ahead of time.
Wait. Experiment. Over here. Do you know what the fuck they're talking about?
I think I vaguely have an idea.
I don't know any of these people.
Okay, so I'm gonna be shooting something in the dark right now.
Can I pass Sabrina a note?
This is good. Well, you're right. We're we are live. All right. So I think I mentioned Family Feud rules earlier. I am going to mix it up. We're going to start with Team A this time, but I think we'll have Nora go first. That's what we're going to do.
All right.
And you're going to set the tone. You're going to set the stage. You're going to go. You're speaking on behalf of Scourge. 1 minute is on the clock, on the counter. Get ready to go in 3, 2, 1, now.
Scourge is great because Scourge is as messy as every single other character and plotline in Archie Sonic. Scourge started as a creation by Ken Penders because he couldn't stop himself from making OCs, and then he keeps just showing up in the comic. At one point, he cucked Sonic like 3 times, and this was like an anniversary issue. And then when Ian Flynn takes over, Ian Flynn has him take like a Master Emerald bath, and he turns green, and then he turns into Super Scourge, and they do like a whole story arc. It kicks ass. Everything about Scourge is horrible and messy, and so is everything in Sonic, and that's why Scourge is better.
You still got 18 seconds, but
I feel like that's all she needed.
yeah, that is all you need. There we go. Wow. Okay. Well, then we'll experiment. You get to go next. I hope I know you got some great things to say about Surge. So we'll start in 3, 2, 1, now.
Well, Surge was created during a time when Sega was a lot more restrictive with original character designs and didn't let some inbred fuckwit just go ham everywhere. Yeah, I said it. Initially, you can also realize the Surge is basically a ascended glitch of the old Asura glitch from Sonic 2, was it? Due to a paletting error. The other nice thing about the Surge is relatively subtle design and doesn't have that stupid 50s, oh, I've got big mad attitude types that, all the boomers thought would be popular in the fucking 90s. Also, what does Scourge have as abilities? What does Surge have? Surge has, well, basic abilities with Wisps, the ability to absorb them, something only mainline characters are shown thus far, has shown done things like being powered up by, what's it called? The Dynamo Cage. Has also developed friendships with other characters, and also knows if someone is talking shit, they will get hit.
There's a minute. All right.
Wow.
Damn.
Well, I guess you knew something. All right. All right, Sabrina, you get to make the rebuttal. Yeah, you get to make the rebuttal, and you're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, now.
So, as a person that is hearing of both these characters for the very first time, how Nora's passion with Scourge definitely shined a lot of light with how this character is created and everything, and the fact that they were able to make this character, who I'm presuming to be pretty bad, has had some bad moments, and have them able to coincide with a better character and have this good fight in the end. I think that when you're able to write stuff like that, it shows that you can write practically anything at that point. Because if you can turn around and make that into a good thing in the end, I say that is better qualities in a character.
And there we go. Minute is over. All right, we get to then we'll just round it out. Linky, you're up to the bat. You're up to the base, whatever it's called. Sports.
Thanks, Dad.
You get to swing in 3, 2, 1, goal.
Surge sounds like an energy drink, and that's all I really know about it, except for what Experiment said. So, have an energy drink. Looks to this camera. All right, I'm done.
All right, I guess you just needed 10 seconds. I mean,
I have no idea who this character is. I probably do, but I just don't know.
All right. Well, okay. Now we're gonna go through. Now, I mean, the fact that you mentioned an energy drink, I'll have to give you 1 point for that, just because it's late. You people, why not? You at least tried. I'm gonna give Nora 2 points for being very excited about Scourge the Hedgehog. Yeah, it's Scourge. Okay, I was made sure I didn't go wrong. I'm gonna throw 1 point in Experiment just because he knew something about Surge at all, which was neat. But right, unless Smoothies wants to chime in on a thought, I feel like I know what team I'm gonna give that extra point and the win for this round. I don't know, Smoothies, do you have any thoughts? I mean, you've talked in both 1 and 2.
It's interesting. Nora's passion versus Experiment's bullet points. It's hard to make a choice. I'm with you.
Yeah. But you know what? I think I'm gonna edge it out, and I think I'm gonna throw it to team number A.
Oh.
Just I think it's because the team worked together.
That's
Linky,
right. Linky kind of threw in the towel there.
He threw in a towel in 10 seconds. Like, I enjoyed the reference.
I'm sorry,
to
Experiment.
something else. That's why I gave the point.
It's
1 point for that, but I had to.
Can I drop an extra bit of Scourge trivia because of that? Because I just remembered it.
Your time is over. No, I don't care.
Okay, but it's really funny though.
All right, let's hear it.
So, because of like the Archie lawsuits, Ken Penders technically owns the concept of Scourge. So, like, I think it was like a year ago, he tried to auction off the rights to the Scourge comic, except they can't make him Scourge the Sonic the Hedgehog character, so they had to redesign him and stuff. And then the whole thing just like devolved into internet drama like immediately. It was so weird. I kept seeing like shit from this like right on the periphery. It was like, what is going on? I had to read every tweet on it. It was insane.
You bring up an interesting point, and that's we are not legally allowed to mention Scourge the Hedgehog. So I'm afraid we're going to have to
David.
give a point to Team 2.
You're gonna get us
because they're the
canceled.
I know they're the only ones who are legally allowed to speak. I'm sorry.
Was that a joke point or a real point you want to give?
We'll save it. I guess you can't do half points.
I can. I can type in whatever I want.
It's called decimals.
Give them a 0.5
Okay.
because they're technically yeah. There
Oh
we
no,
go.
it's ruined for some reason.
Also, now I see what you mean. Who Scourge is? Oh my god!
Oh,
Or-
no.
or that's Scourge or Surge.
I'm sorry, Sabrina, I fucked us.
See, it also
If you-
means on our side, we're also freely able to tell Ken Penders he can go fuck himself with a garden rake.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh, can you do like 5.9? How would that look?
It's
worse.
it doesn't want to right orient. I don't know how.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Just put a 5-point smiley face.
tell you what.
What about 5 exclamation point?
Hang
Can you put
on.
an exclamation point after the number?
Just
That might be enough.
move it over.
Whoa!
All right, there we go.
I am so sorry. Oh, well, while you're doing it, do we have any donations?
Not at the moment. Actually,
There
no,
was
we do.
one-
I'm lying. I'm a liar.
23.
$23 from Spyzario. I remember that one time at TMG where when I got an autograph from Tails Channel, he asked me what is my favorite Sonic game. I answered I don't have one. I only played one in Lost World. And I think he said good. Is saying Freedom Planet or Spark my favorite cheating?
I guess it depends how you. Well, Freedom Planet started as a Sonic fan game, so Spark. Spark was never a fan game. Spark was Spark,
it's a
just
thing.
heavily influenced by Sonic.
It might as well be.
Do you mind if I chime in
It
one
was
thing real
built
quick?
on like that fan game engine, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
You mean the retro engine?
Yeah, I remember trying to play it a while back, and then the game just kept crashing anytime I looked at it funny, so I never beat Spark 1.
Also, I was going to ask chat: are we $70 away from hitting 15K?
Yo.
Oh,
we
yeah,
are-
we
We are
are.
$70 from hitting 15K. Let's do it.
$14,930.69.
We're
Nice.
almost there.
Nice.
We're almost there.
Nice. All right. Well, then, while Jack is excited at numbers, I'm going to move on to topic number 4. We're going to keep this train rolling. You are a train, and I'm the caboose, or am I the
The
smokestack?
conductor.
Oh, I'm the
The engine.
conductor. Wow. Oh,
You're the conductor, Mr. Conductor.
Mr. Yes. So, here, this is a good one. They're all good. Everything's good. This is fun. Having a good time. All right, here we go. So, the question is, I'm going to rephrase it a little bit. Should Sonic the Hedgehog stay as Sega's mascot, or should he be replaced by Kiryu? Kiryu?
Kiryu.
Kiryu.
Kazuma Kiryu from
Kiryu.
Yakuza.
From
They should say.
Yakuza.
They should say Sonic. They should say Sonic.
All right.
yeah.
This
Team
is
2's
where.
gonna say Sonic.
Oh,
Oh boy.
Wait, are you both picking Sonic? Oh, like I said, we can flip a coin.
we can
If
flip
you
a
both
coin.
want to do Sonic, if you both want to do Sonic,
Yeah, I'm
We can
kind of on
flip.
Team Sonic here, so let's flip
Yeah.
a coin.
Yeah.
all right. Well then, oh man, I don't know who should call it.
Go to google.com, flip a coin.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm just wondering
Okay.
who should call. Here, I'll do this. Sabrina, you spoke first the first time. You get to call. Heads or tails?
Tails.
Huh.
Just like
I'm
Sonic.
Whoa.
Just like his best friend.
Oh shit! It landed on heads.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We're friends.
Let's go.
Well, all right then. Well then, I guess. All right. So we'll start with Team 2. That's what we did, and we'll start with Experiment. you get to then say, all right. So your side is, right, should Sonic stay or should Kiryu from Yakuza become the mascot head? You're picking Sonic. You're doing the Sonic side. I can.
All right.
All right. So we'll do it. I feel bad that I keep on saying his name wrong. I haven't played enough Yakuza.
Kiryu.
You just say Yamada Dai guy.
Yamada Dai?
Damn, you idiot.
Right.
You think I play
Dame.
Yakuza?
Exactly. Okay, you're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, now.
One must realize that Kiryu's only been around for the best part of maybe 2 decades tops, and most of his games were niches until, the last couple of years. Sega built more or less their entire identity around Sonic because Alex Kidd fucking whomst, right? So from their most successful time period of the early 90s through to about, I want to say, the mid to late 2000s, where they restructured themselves as a third party, their main identity has been this blue rat. No matter what, even through the failures of the Saturn and the Dreamcast, Sonic has been there as their de facto identity. They set the standard for what the 90s attitude was on platformers, and especially for mascot platformers. Even on different platforms like the Amiga or the Super Nintendo. Who were they trying to emulate? That's right, this blue fucking rat we can't seem to get rid of. So, there you go.
All right. There we go. All right. Now then we'll jump on over to team number A. Nora, you have 1 minute on the clock to make your best case as to why Mr. Yakuza should replace Sonic as the mascot of Sega. In 3, 2, 1, now.
I think that if we were still in the 90s, I would definitely agree that Sega should still keep Sonic as their mascot. The problem is, as we've passed into the 2000s and the way Sega interacts with the game industry has changed, I feel like Kiryu is a lot more representative of the kinds of games that Sega puts out and their identity as a company than Sonic is. The fact of the matter is, while Sonic is probably more recognizable as a mascot character, Kiryu, not only is Kiryu's games generally higher quality, but I would argue he's honestly more recognizable to most gamers than Sonic is these days. Especially in terms of just meme potential across the internet. It's that feels like a bad thing to bring up, but honestly, how many games have sold on meme potential alone?
All right. That's the end of that. Oh, you're beeping in my ear again. Google, you're so rude. All right. All right, we're hopping over. Linky, rebut and rebuttal. Talking Sonic. That's what this is. It's a Sonic debate.
Oh yeah. What's Sonic
again? Plumber. Okay, we're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm about to say, there, as a guy who basically works with marketing and a bunch of video game sort of ties, Sonic is really the most iconic character out there. Even that basically sides along with Mario, because you got red and blue, like red versus blue. It's always going to be a tie between those two. That and plus, Sonic basically has an outline that everybody can instantly recognize, but rather than the Sonic logo that's just basically his head. But that's the thing. Everybody knows Sonic. Everybody knows Sonic games from Sega because of that one single logo. And also the Sega logo, which basically has the introduction of the whole Sega thing in all of his games. I don't know if he does it in later games or not. I'm not too sure. But I do know that Sonic is basically always going to stay there for us just because he's the most recognizable character out there too. Great for adults, great for kids, great for middle-aged men like me. Oh God. Oh, and great for other stuff too. And that's it for me.
All right. There we go. I stopped it before it beeped in my ear. All right.
I'm not saying Brava.
All right. Sabrina, you get to round it out. You get the last word. You're going to explain, I guess, why Sonic's the worst thing ever.
Well,
here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go.
So the Yakuza games have been growing and growing for the last few years, from starting out small and now becoming more recognizable as the years has gone by, whether it be through memes, whether it be just through the fan base just accumulating over the years. But another point I want to bring up is the Sammy part of Sega Sammy, who specialize in pachinko casino games, which Yakuza, I believe, also has. So I believe when Sega and Sammy, when they decided to merge together, I think having Kiryu as the face of Sega would also help Sammy with their casino games, because then that I feel like that is more appropriate than having Sonic be there, because
10 seconds.
that's something that he does in the game and that happens in the game as well.
All right.
Wow.
And the minute is up.
That's another tough one.
That is a tough one. I'm not entirely sure. I almost feel like flipping a coin because I feel like both sides are pretty strong. I mean, because you got in Team 2, you know, they established, right, you know, Sonic is the, like, that's a lot of things where Sega started. It's still recognizable, but Team A, you know, they are right that you could, you know, like it's grown over the last 20 years, definitely. Both sides, both points. I'm just repeating what they said. What's the point of me?
I do like that Sabrina brought up the fact that Sega is just a front for the Yakuza now.
Yeah.
Huh.
Right, and because of that, wait. Now, should we reward it because it's the truth, or should we give it to the other side because we don't want the Yakuza to know that we know?
They're knocking on the door.
Right. It's just really tough. I almost want to say it's a tie. Is that allowed?
You could. Anything's allowed.
Fuck. Yeah, you're right. Okay, we're gonna give both sides 2.5 points.
God damn it. Okay.
While
thank you, Moon Channel.
Yes, while Smoothies is forced to reorganize the screen again, this is when I'll ask, hey, did we get any donations?
Yes, we did.
Chat?
We got $5 from Sondox. As a non-Sonic fan who has only played a few Sonic games, I can only speak on the end of Yakuza, saying that Himbo Kiryu is the definitive individual. If anyone disagrees, you're going to meet the end of my machine gun kiss. I don't care what anyone says. That's a definitive song in Yakuza.
And he still won't kill you, surprisingly.
He won't cure you.
Weird. I don't know.
I'm out of this studio.
That's his name.
This is just a weird verbal tick of me, but whenever I talk about the game itself, I call the game Yakuza, but if I'm talking about the organization, I say Yakuza. And I don't know why. It's just a weird verbal tick of mine.
Huh.
I guess you want them to be legally distinct.
Right.
I mean, there's a reason why it's not called... There's a reason why it's not called Yakuza anymore. Now it's just Like a Dragon.
Listen, I get it. I call it Chipotle if I'm talking about, you know, the pepper, and Chipotle because I think it's funny that they don't have an accent on the
logo. All right. Let's see. How long do we want this to go for? I mean, do we want to go till 8:30? Do we want to go to? Well, I guess. Wait, I'm talking about my time zone, which is half hour or at the top of the hour. How long do we want to go? Or I guess somewhere in between, like 30. I'm asking because I want to know how many questions I should throw out.
I'm good with any.
All right. You know what? Yeah,
I will do it. I sleep enough for work tomorrow. That's.
Oh well. When does work start? How much?
10:30.
Yeah, no, I don't go until 11. I'm Gucci.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm not. Well, okay. We're staying till 4 a.m.
Let's just feel it out, David. I'll tell you when I've had enough.
Okay. Right. I want to. At least
says we're done.
Just all right. So we'll do at least a couple. Okay. Should I do? Okay. Wait. I'm gonna ask Smooth real quiet. Okay. So should it be this one?
No one else listen.
Right. Well, I'm typing it to you.
Oh, great.
Yeah, let me just cover my ears for you guys.
Okay, I gotta go look.
All right, I just DM'd you, right? Don't show the stream. Just show our conversation. You don't know what happens.
Oh, you gotta do of this list. Number one.
The first one. Okay, we're gonna go to this one. Okay, this is good. That's what I was leaning towards, but I needed your counsel, and I got it. Okay, here we go.
And the counsel has spoken.
David,
question 5.
At first, I wasn't. I thought I thought you were calling me that and saying question. It'll make more sense later.
Oh, okay. The Council of Smoothies. You're going to be in the final season of Sonic Prime. Wow. I don't know if you knew that. All right, here we go. This is the question. And all right. This is the topic. Who is the best dad in the series? The Duke of Soliana or the Donut Lord himself, Tom Wachowski?
Donut Lord.
I was gonna say Soliana, based entirely on watching Sonic 06 LPs.
Oh, you know what? I'll go Donut Lord.
Experiment, what do you choose?
I was gonna say Mr. fucking Duke of Soliana.
Oh my goodness.
Oh boy.
You're split. You're both split.
They're both
Should we do something we've never done before?
What's
And
that?
switch the teams just for this one question.
But, well, if we put Sabrina and Linky in one team, does that go to A or 2?
I guess
Who
that
cares?
would go to
Who cares?
that would
Half
go to
points.
Team Gamma.
Half points.
Yeah, you know what? I'll team up with Sabrina.
Split the points into both teams.
There you go. There you go.
That
Yeah,
makes
do that.
my head hurts. Okay, we'll figure it out.
Right.
Fuck it.
You
We'll
don't
do it
need to
live.
move anything. Right. We'll figure out how to represent it visually. So it's Sabrina and Linky and Nora and Experiment. Was that it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. I just needed to make sure. All right, here we go. Then excuse me. Then we'll start with Sabrina. We're going right into it. Team Gamma and Team Delta. So we'll start with Gamma. Sabrina, you get a minute. Let me pull this back up. You're going to talk about, I've already forgotten which side you've chosen.
Donut
You'll
Lord.
remind me in a second. In 3, 2, 1, let's go.
So the Donut Lord is very, very caring, very just much a father figure to Sonic, especially in the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie, where he tries to teach Sonic some lessons of being responsible, making sure that to remind him, you're just a kid right now. You need to do some growing up before you can do all these big things. And he was at first, obviously, yeah, when you're scared of of this big hedgehog looking thing, yeah, he got scared at first, but he learned to love him and care for him as if that was his own son. And from my
10 seconds.
experience of playing Sonic 06, I remember that the Duke, I feel didn't do that for his own child. So
And there's a minute. Oh, all right. Right. I'm trying to think who should go next.
Make Experiment go
I'll-
next.
Yeah, we'll do that. I'm just trying not to get confused, but I already have. I've made a huge mistake.
Yeah, you have.
Don't worry. You don't have to change anything visually. We'll figure out points later.
Great.
So, yeah, I don't want to. This is all on me. This is all my fault. So, Experiment. You're right. You're talking about the Duke of, not the Duke of Earl, Duke of Soliana. Here we go. You've got 1 minute on the clock, starting in 3, 2. You are ready, right? Probably should have asked that. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, now.
Well, yeah, she had Mr. Oaka support 2 bloody jobs, so blah, 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 but the Duke was going to fuck with time. How do you top being able to say, do you know what? I want to save my wife. My wife's fucking dead. I will bend reality itself to make my fucking daughter happy. What have you done recently? Okay, might not have worked out, but the intention was there. The intention is there. And also have to realize he raised his daughter and just said, okay, whatever you do, do not emote. You emote, the world's gonna fucking end. Trying to train a kid to not show any emotion, least of all crying at such a young age like that takes the kind of training you use in the fucking military.
10 seconds.
Military training of a child. How the fuck do you pull that off and make it stick for over 20 years?
And there we go. The minute is up.
Wait, he fucking lost his wife?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was his entire reasoning for doing the Solaris project, was to raise his wife back from the fucking dead.
All right, I'm gonna pin this for later after we're done with this topic. I'm pinning that for a second.
Right. Okay. Well, then we're gonna jump over. I guess, Linky, you're right. You are on the Donut Lord team, right?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. I haven't ruined this. Good. Well, then you're gonna get 1 minute to add to this conversation. You can rebuttal. You can add to your partner. Like, I should have explained this stuff a long time ago. It's too late. We're
You're
going in 3, 2, 1, go.
I get what Sabrina's saying. Yeah, he's a great dad. He's also a police officer, so he knows what's basically the right thing to do. He doesn't need to bend time. He doesn't need to basically rope reality. He's just trying his best for his new adopted son, for Sonic and friends. And he also does the same thing with Tails and Knuckles too, towards like the end of the movies, by basically being the parental figure that basically guides Sonic to where he needs to go. He doesn't need to basically push him to go, hey, be the hero and stuff like that. He kind of just guides him to basically become a better person. And he can be as great as a person as he can be. And he can still have fun with him. He can still literally take down Eggman or the coffee shop guy. I cannot remember his name, which I really wish I did. But he is still a great father in all that sort of aspect because he cares about everybody. He cares about his town. He cares about Sonic, but he also wants to make sure everything is great for everybody. And he doesn't need to bend time or space for any of that bullshit.
And there's your minute. Wow.
It was Stephen Stone.
Oh, Stephen Stone, thank you. Thank
Right.
you. I feel bad for forgetting that, but I've been forgetting a lot of names today.
It's okay.
Wow.
We're not Sonic fans.
Yeah,
that's right. You're not. None of you are allowed to be.
True, by law.
By law, and that's why we're gonna round things off. Nora, you get to finish it up, talking about the big old Duke. Is he big? I don't know. He's probably the size of an adult human father, right? Of an average human. It doesn't matter. We got a minute on the clock. Rounding it off, and starting in 3, 2, 1, now.
All right, first, in rebuttal to Linky's cop comment, ACAB. Anyways, I feel that, like, the Duke of Soliana gets a lot... I think he gets an undeserved amount of smack for putting Solaris inside his daughter and telling her you can't cry. It's not like he had control over it at that point. Things kind of got fucked. And I would like to point out that the Duke of Soliana, for the entire rest of the game, is the tutorial messages for every character, helping tell both the characters and the player how to progress through Sonic 06. And let me tell you, there are a lot of people who would not finish that game if it weren't for the Duke of Soliana's help. He's not just a great father to his daughter, he's a great father to every single person who has played that game.
Wow. And that 2 seconds, 1, we're done. That is the end of
what was that comment again? I was confused.
It was 13. It was 13-12, Linky.
What does that mean?
Don't worry about it.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Ask your parents.
Oh heck! I think there's a lot of good points on this one subject. God, there's so much to unpack. Let me take a sip.
I'd say a point to Nora for 13-12, but also like, but also a point against the team of Dookie Soliana. Because, whereas a cop, it's like, cop, and there's a bad point for that, but the Duke risked the lives of the entire planet.
That's right. I would also say, I know it was brought up, yeah, he's the father to everyone. People wouldn't have beat that game if it wasn't for him, but most people didn't beat that game even though he was there. They heard him and they walked away. So I don't know. That doesn't seem like not the best father figure. And meanwhile, I mean, maybe they're both not great. Like, what's worse? being a police officer or almost destroying the fabric of space and time? It feels like they're sort of even in my view.
It does feel a bit even, yeah.
It does feel, yeah. So I would say, right, I would give everyone at least 1 point. So in the team A column, we'll definitely give 2 points there. In the team letter 2 column, they'll get 2 points there. So it'll be 10.5 versus 10. Whoever wins, we lose, I think is actually the answer to this question. Yeah. And since you weren't the regular teams, I think that's where we'll stop at that one. Yeah. Whoa. Did we get any donations? Right, we are raising money for charity. Rise Against the Disorder.
We had
Yes.
one 8 minutes ago.
Yes,
Yeah,
we should read that before we continue.
We got $5 from Johnny. Thank you for using my dad question.
You're
Honestly,
welcome, Johnny.
The nepotism in here. Holy shit.
That's right.
It's not that Johnny, it's a different Johnny.
It is a different Johnny. Right. Some call me Johnny is probably glad he's not here right now.
What about my dad?
All right. Right. I'm just thinking, I was going to save this one for last, but I don't know how much farther we're going. So I'll do it. And then if we do another one, that's fine.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to do this one now. I don't think I figured out exactly how I wanted to read this. I mentioned it and then I never decided. It was Smoothies. It was this one.
Oh, hang on. All right.
Should I read it as it is, or should it be?
Well, is there
the rewritten? I sort of rewrote this one.
We should.
Huh?
I
mean, because the one, it's sort of like they have to come up with something.
I like the first one more. Yeah.
You like the way it's written in the first one?
It's more creative. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna judge you on a lot of things right now. We've been judging you on your Sonic fandom, so we're also gonna I think we're gonna be judging you on your creativity.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Here we are. This is a question. Oh, it's all right. Don't worry about it. This is gonna be a good one. They're all good ones so far. This the question is, what is the best way? Right. What is the best way to reintroduce Knuckles being microwaved as a baby into the series canon?
What?
So there's no sides. It's just basically come up with something.
Yes.
Yeah. You're gonna work together as a team. No, there are no sides. Right. It is. I mean, presumably the two teams should work together. It would be funny though if the second person went, screw my partner, I'm rewriting whatever we just talked about. So we'll see how it goes, but there aren't sides, because if no one here's a Sonic fan, well, I think all the rules were thrown out to begin with. God, who are we starting with? Right, we don't have to flip a coin or anything. I'll repeat the question one more time just so everyone knows. It's what's the best way to reintroduce Knuckles being microwaved as a baby into the series canon? And Linky, I'm afraid you're going to have to go first.
Oh, God damn it. Okay, here we go. Experiment. I'm going to try my best.
I'll do my best to wreck it.
Thank you.
So we're going to start. You've got 1 minute on the clock, as always. In 3, 2, 1, now.
Bam! Basically, Dad's Knuckles shows up with the egg in his harem. He's going through the jungles, trying to escape this other tribe that's basically trying to take him. I won't let him take my son, he says, as he takes his egg towards a nice little machine out to the distance. I must save him. I must microwave the egg. So he basically chucks the egg into the microwave. He says, pray for my son. Pray for me, my magical microwave. Send him to another universe. Send him to a universe with friends and a blue hedgehog, maybe. I don't know why I added the last part, but it must be magical and stuff like that. And he presses the magical buttons, 500, and suddenly you hear the ding sound, letting you know it's finally going off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Electricity hits the microwave as he basically slowly magical ways and suddenly teleports away into the world of Sonic's dimension, where he will make great friends with him years later when he hatches from the egg. Thank you and good night.
Right, that's a minute. Wow, you did it. You did it in a minute.
God.
I got to applaud it. Like, yeah, I won't. I'll just give you a second to.
You're good. But thank you.
Oh, there we go. That was good. I got to applaud it. And Sabrina, team number A, I guess you're gonna kick this off. You gotta think of a. You can't repeat what Linky said verbatim. Although that would be impressive if you could somehow. So,
I guarantee you I will. And if I did, it was an accident.
all right. So what's the best way to reintroduce Knuckles being microwaved as a baby into the series canon? You start in 3, 2, 1, now.
Okay, so there was a research team that was going through some things, and they found some type of echidna, like somehow fossilized ancient times and everything. So they brought it back to their camp, and one of them just kind of mistaken that fossilized echidna for their lunch that they packed away somewhere else. So they put it into the microwave without any care. They for some reason put like about 19 minutes somehow. And I was gonna say 1994, but then that doesn't make sense. So just 19 minutes, and then the echidna starts glowing and becomes red, and is then just transferred over, and like somehow.
And there's the minute.
Yeah, I couldn't continue that. I couldn't continue that whatsoever.
Oh, that's all right.
To be fair, I was really enjoying that story.
Sorry.
All right. So probably what will confuse, because hey, you're not picking up after Sabrina, you're picking up after Linky. Experiment letter T. I was about to say number T. I guess that's the shtick. Experiment number T. You get a minute on the clock as well to continue where your partner left off, and you're going to go in 3, 2, 1, now.
War. War never changes. In the event of nuclear fire, and his son was sent using a microwave into an altered universe relying on 4-dimensional engineering. This poor baby found himself trapped in what is now a heavily rusted, but very surprisingly high-grade microwave. As the ding goes off in the silence of the night, one person hears it while walking his dog, and he sees this little, what was once a regular coloured echidna, now bright red due to the transdimensional radiation. And he picks it up and goes, "My boy, what the fuck are you? I don't know what the fuck you are, but I will take you. I will raise you." And so he whisked him away. Unfortunately, everything changed when the Chaos Nation attacked. And thus, that baby was yeeted onto a rock in the middle of butt-fuck nowhere. And he was like, "You know what? Fuck this. I'm a be-red Batman."
That's a minute.
Is there an actual microwave in the background?
That, my friend, is what you call improvisation.
Hell yeah. Red Batman. I didn't expect that one.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Wow. All right. You got your work cut out for you, Nora, right? But you can pull it out.
I think my knowledge of what's going on here might actually hurt me here.
Don't worry, I'm drinking whiskey like hell after this.
I'm taking a few drinks myself too, man.
All right, Nora, here you go. You get to round off this story time. In 3, 2, 1, now.
All right. Picture it. War, Sonic's world. Eggman ships flying overhead. Explosions. Supersonic failing he's just getting blown up. He can't fight Eggman. Knuckles is stuck down on Angel Island. He can't do anything because his duty requires him to stay there with the Master Emerald. And then suddenly, he touches the Master Emerald and he has a flashback. And he flashes back to when he was just an egg, ancestral memories, and he sees his father placing him within the light of the Master Emerald and microwaving him in its radiation. And suddenly he understands. He is not the guardian of the Master Emerald. He is the Master Emerald. And he slips up the Master Emerald, and he flies up, becoming Hyper Knuckles, no, Master Knuckles, and joins Sonic in the fight and beats Eggman.
All right.
Did we just made some fanfics? I feel like I just went back to my fucking younger self. We just made fanfics out of nowhere with that.
Yeah, I think that's what you did. I think you all wrote that. I think I tricked everyone.
Oh god, is this what Sonic being a Sonic fan's like?
Yeah, this is right. I guess I shouldn't reveal the next question is you got to make your OC. No, it's yes. You have become Sonic fans. Sonic fan fiction is the stepping stone.
Wow, we got to change the name of the title. They're Sonic fans now.
You got to cross out the non and write real.
Cool. Where's the Glock?
I need to take a shower. This is disgusting.
Oh god.
You'll get used to it.
Yeah. Right. Both teams deserve at least 3 points each. Because like that was some fantastic improv off the top of your head. Like right. Who would have expected? I didn't know that was gonna happen, and it did. I enjoyed that. But as to who, I mean, I think I gotta give it to one side. I don't know. Smoothies, do you have any input?
Oh, I think the presentation of Team 2 was unmatched. I got to give it to Team 2.
Yeah. I think we got. I agree with you.
Let's go.
I liked the writing. The writing of both teams, but the presentation of Team 2 was just great.
Right. I think the microwave really pushed it over the edge. I could feel Knuckles turning radioactive as we spoke.
Becoming the red Batman.
Oh shit, we reached 15K as well.
Whoa! So right, team letter 2, you get the extra point.
Hell yeah.
You won there, and we got to the 15K. Let's read that donation.
Not everybody. We got $60 from Star Caliburn. Want to get that total up to 15K. So David wins now, right?
Oh shit.
Right, you should give points.
Well, we didn't establish any rules, but
you should put a 15 over my head.
Okay, we'll give it. Okay.
Hey, I'm sorry to interrupt for a second here, but that was a weak ass $15,000. So I gotta come in here. $15,000. No.
I wish I could scream now, but people are asleep.
I was scared to scream too loudly.
Okay, I have no reservations. Anyway, continue on.
Thank you.
Thank you, Johnny.
Thanks for
that was our act.
Right, so if we could also give Johnny 15,000 points.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Again, what the hell is this nepotism?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Changes both of them. What is this? What is this nonsense?
I mean, if you can't do it, it's fine.
It's being weird. I don't know.
Yeah. Just write 15 in MS Paint and put that over my.
Hang on, maybe this will work. Yeah, I've got a good feeling about this one. Yeah, David's winning so far. All right.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh man, we got to catch up. Experiment. We got to catch up. This next one's gonna be it. I just know it.
All right. Oh god, are we doing one more or should we do two? Where are we?
I would say one, just because it's getting late.
It's getting
late. One more makes sense.
One is fine. Yeah.
Yeah. One more makes sense to me. Okay. Once again, I'm conferring the movies. Should it?
He's writing.
Right.
Oh,
I feel like I know which one I want to do, but
do the one you want. What do you feel in your heart?
yeah, why not? Because everything's full circle. We're gonna All right, the final question. Is this a tiebreaker question? Sort of. Is it a question that I always ask? Why, of course it is. But since none of you are Sonic fans, you don't know what I'm thinking about. But what is it I think about all the time, every day, every single moment, every waking moment of my life? That's right. This one wasn't suggested by anyone. This comes straight from the heart. Speak from your heart. And that is, of course, where does Sonic the Hedgehog CD take place in the Sonic the Hedgehog timeline? Is it before Sonic the Hedgehog 2 or after Sonic 3 and Knuckles?
Oh god.
I would say after Sonic 2.
Wouldn't it be before?
Oh, but yeah, my bad. Yeah, before.
Right. It's either before 2 or after 3. Those are the two choices, unless I don't know. Someone's got something else.
I'm gonna say before 2. Or yeah.
Okay, Linky says before 2. What does Sabrina and Nora feel?
I'm trying to think of how to make this funny.
Alternative answer, alternate Sonic during 3.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, you know what? I'm taking the Brian David Gilbert approach. This Sonic CD takes place in basketball.
I'm sorry. Good morning, Sam. Welcome to Japan.
All right. Well, experiment. What do you want to do?
Well, you've already stated the answer, have you not? We're going before 2.
All right. I guess we're gonna stick with our guns.
All right. So you're gonna do before 2. Sabrina and Nora, you got to argue why it would actually be after 3 and K. And I don't remember who went for. Oh, Link who went for. All right, I'm just gonna make it easy on me. We'll do Sabrina. You get to go first. I've abandoned Family Feud rules because it's the end. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, now.
Okay, so Sonic CD, I feel like happening after Sonic 3 and Knuckles is, I feel like after Eggman tried finding some help to try to take down this hedgehog, trying to be like, okay, I found this echidna, maybe he will take down Sonic for me, and that didn't work out, unfortunately. So he had to take matters into his own hands and make I believe it's Metal Sonic. He had to make his own rival for Sonic so that way he can compete with him, make sure that he can take down this hedgehog once and for all. And then that's when we find our lovely Amy Rose, and he was able to lure Amy with this robot and be able to get her out, get her from Sonic and trying to lure him into the scheme.
That's a minute. I'm sorry. I sort of I I was listening and completely ignored the timer at the end. So, all right. Yeah, that is a minute. Thank you. Yes. Okay. I think I just completely threw myself off. That's perfectly fine because now Linky gets to go. And that means I don't have to talk because you get to talk for a minute.
Okay.
Talk about timeline stuff. I think I'm still recovering from the fan fiction. Actually, that's what it is. I mean, really, that's what it is. Okay,
Don't worry. I don't have a fanfic for this, but I actually do have actual logic for this one.
Okay. Well, then you're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, now.
I gotcha. I'm about to say there, Sonic 2 basically introduced probably one of Sonic's basically best companion, Tails. But guess who's not in Sonic CDs? Tails, because obviously he's off doing his own thing. They haven't met yet. So after the events of Sonic 1, we all know that the Chaos Emeralds just kind of poofed everywhere and stuff like that, or something, I don't know. And then Sonic was like, I'm just going to go on a new adventure. So he just runs off and just finds this like little floating island, which honestly, nothing's really standing out. There's no overarching like plot that's basically tied to it. And he saw like Amy being captured by Metal Sonic or something like that. So he's like, oh yeah, I guess I gotta go rescue her too. That and plus, whenever you go to Little Planet, you basically learn like, hey, Sonic's got some brand new moves like the spin dash and the super peel out. Though he didn't really need the super peel out in his future games, he just needed that spin dash, which he basically learned by going up to the Little Planet from that little OVA cartoon stuff.
10 seconds.
And meeting Metal Sonic basically introduces the idea of like Mecha Sonic, Big Giant Red Metal Sonic from Sonic and Knuckles, and other stuff I can't remember off the top of my head.
Yep, and there we go. 1 minute is done. Yes, we're almost at the end of this. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel. And that light is being shined by Sonic the Hedgehog.
Well, tell him to turn it the fuck off. It's not daytime yet.
yeah, please. I hate the light. Turn it off.
Midnight.
5 more minutes.
All right, Nora, you get to you're capping off your side, team number A. All of the marbles are rolling in your or away from your direction. Whatever you choose, you get to go in 3, 2, 1, now.
All right. So I think it's really easy to look at Sonic the CD and assume, oh yeah, this has to take place before Sonic 2 because all these other characters, are not here, right? Here's the thing though. Sonic goes wherever Sonic goes. Tails happening to be there, Knuckles happening to be there, that's just because Sonic happens to be there and wanted to hang out with Tails and Knuckles at that point. Well, he's not really wanting to hang out with Knuckles, and we're moving on from the Sonic 3 Knuckles plot. The fact of the matter is, though, Sonic goes where Sonic goes, and after 3 and Knuckles, the Chaos Emeralds basically are retired as a plot point up until Adventure happens. What we got here, though? The Time Stones. And because of the Time Stones allowing him to jump back and forth through time, technically, it is also Sonic CD is happening both before and after all these points in the timeline because he is everywhere. Got it.
And there's the minute. All right.
We don't count Sonic 4.
Oh, you acknowledge Sonic 4, and it's at -5 points. No,
oh no,
mind.
I'm just reading chat. I'm just reading chat.
All right. Oh, well then, if chat's bringing up Sonic 4, I'm afraid we're gonna have to subtract 5 points from chat.
Yeah.
So
Can't
sorry.
believe chat did this.
And then, so here we are. This is the end. Experiment team letter 2. You get the final say, the final point. 1 minute. It's all yours. Do with it as you wish. In 3, 2, 1, now.
One must remember that Sonic CD was in development before Sonic 2. And if you look at what gameplay mechanics were introduced in Sonic 2, you can trace their origins straight to CD. Like, the way the spin dash works, it's a little prototypical, it has a bit of a delay to it, but you can see the natural evolution in gameplay design from CD to 2. You also can see in the plot point, Eggman, Robotnik, whatever his fucking name is at this point, it could be Giant Twat for all I care. What's he doing? He's taking over or constructing an artificial satellite to launch into space, powered by a gemstone, to do world conquest. Sound familiar? Yeah, because he recycled that in Sonic 2. Where did it start? Oh, right here in CD. We also got introduced to everyone's favourite female character, who isn't Blaze, Amy. And, to further my point, Origins confirms it, the CD came before 2. Checkmate Atheist 2 out.
And that is the minute. Oh, man. Yeah, you pulled that out right at the end. Like, the fact. I'm surprised everyone I knew as much as they did because none of you were Sonic fans.
Yeah, none of us were Sonic fans.
Right, and those are like pretty standard arguments on either side because this has been argued for 30 years or so. So,
people
because
argue
29
over this
years.
shit.
Yeah,
it ain't like proven like it's already before 2.
Yeah.
Right. Well, it that is the way it is in Sonic Origins. But it's an argument that existed long before. There were statements made by people over the years that it could be one way or the other. And even though it is that way in Origins, I'm sure at some point Sega will say something because Sega loves to say things. But who knows? Who knows? It doesn't matter. I mean, right now, yeah, Officially, it is before 2. But
Sabrina brought
that's
up.
not.
Oh, go on.
Oh, I was just saying, like, but the argument isn't, oh, what does Sega say it is right now? It's, oh, what do you think? Like,
Right.
that's what debate's all about. So, what were you gonna say?
Sabrina brought up the point of Metal Sonic, which is usually one of the arguments for it coming after 3 and K, which is like, you got Mecha and then Mecha Mark II, and then you have Metal Sonic. Metal Sonic's supposed to be the best of them, so why would he come before the other two? It's strange. That's usually one of the good arguments, and I'm surprised she brought that up.
Yeah, right. That is usually like that's the big one when it comes to it's after 3, and right, and then the argument of, oh, the spin dash is different. The idea of like I've definitely thrown out, hey, the Death Egg is sort of a repeat of what he was trying to do with Little Planet.
I also liked how Nora brought in the whole time thing. Like, is it before or after? Well, Little Planet's in its own weird time flux, so can you really say?
That is true. Wow, actually, these are all really good, and man, right. Well, yeah, I definitely Polish Sasquatch. I'm definitely giving myself a point no matter what for this one.
Okay. David gets
okay.
David's at 16.
I'm at 16. Sorry. I mean, whoever wins, it's me. But I almost feel like flipping a coin because it's not what I think. It's the strength of the arguments, and both sides, I think, were pretty strong. All things considered, since none of you are Sonic fans, but I think you have become Sonic fans after doing the fanfic. Then you engage in headcanon and timeline theory. That's what this is all about. You've become that which you hated.
Wow.
Don't worry. Nothing a nice couple of pints of whiskey can't fix.
Experiment, I need you to slap me some, please.
Time to break out the wine.
Right. I don't know. Is there a side you're leaning towards, Smooth? Steve the Smooth? I don't know what.
I do lean a bit towards Team 2 on this one, but I'm also biased because I know that CD takes place between 1 and 2.
Right. Oh, man. I totally should have done the question about green versus black eyes, right?
Yeah.
But it's too late now.
You should have done that one. Then I could have brought in more Archie lore.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, then Nora would just take over the whole entire stream with just nothing but Archie comment. I've only read like up to like half of it, but I don't know like post like Kempenders or something like that. So she's probably got a head start on me.
David, you followed your heart to choose this question. Follow your heart to answer it.
I mean, I think, you know what? Team number 8, it was a valiant effort, but I feel like Team Letter 2 did throw out a few different angles. Like, they didn't just do one, they did many. They did a real life, they did in-universe lore, they did current Sega canon. I think they covered a lot more bases for not being Sonic fans. And so it's, I think at the end of the day, I'm gonna have to give it to numero letter 2 dose.
Aww.
Let's go, baby!
How many points are you awarding them?
Oh, just a half.
No.
Because Sonic CD is Sonic 1.5. So.
Okay.
But if we look at all the totals, it looks like
David won. Congratulations.
Congratulations, David.
And then in second place is Team 2, because that's what they are. And of course, the third letter in the alphabet, Team A.
Let's go, Experiment. Let's go.
That's right. That's how it goes.
David,
Right.
CBA.
David,
I guess we should.
You guys are the best. Now you guys are officially the best Sonic fans.
Oh no.
Alright, cool. If we're the best, that autocorrect means you're all the worst, so get the fuck out.
David, I put that sound in the soundboard for you. But you never used it. You should use it
Which
now.
sound?
I'm going to use this badge and go.
Oh, I
argue
completely
about
forgot there was
lore.
a sound. Oh, you should have yelled at me earlier.
Hey, Mr. Sonic Community Manager, where's my fucking cupcakes?
Wait, where are
they promised
where's
you cupcakes?
Hey, where the heck is this?
I'll play it.
soundboard
I'll play
button?
it. Here we go.
Yeah, I can't even find it.
They win.
Yay!
They won.
Yay.
I think Nora and I are the real winners for not becoming full-on Sonic fans.
Oh,
That's
God.
right.
Right.
Right, you two get to keep your identity.
Despite reading 300 issues of Archie Sonic, still not a Sonic fan.
Which, God bless you, Nora. God fucking bless you for that.
That is a lot. All right. So I expect Linky and Experiment T to submit their Sonic OCs by the end of Monday, right? It's Sunday. You'll get 24 hours to figure out which characteristics.
Technically, it's officially Monday for most of us.
All right, so it'll be at the end of the day.
All right, I'm loading up in Miss Paint right now.
But yes, thank you both sides.
We do have a couple donations that just came in. $15 from Spizario. We have to ask the true question. Does it take place BC, before Chronicles, or AD, after Drift?
It takes place in the time break.
Oh,
the time break. And then we got $20 from Blah6. One last push for Amy, but now it's time for the big reveal. I was Kermit the whole time! And also, most of the character donations. Hope we get to 20K before next Friday is over. And yeah, I think unless we get another huge donation, Amy is the winner of the Sonic Origins character select. That's who they will be. Johnny and David will be playing as her through the Sonic Origins story mode, where you will see CD happening in between Sonic 1 and 2.
That is true. Got to do it in order, the order they've presented. Although it'd be funny if we went backwards.
And and let's end this off with the raffle for the Pikmin.
Okay.
Let me get my screen share up, and Adam.
Yeah, you get your screen share up.
There it is.
Okay, hang on a sec. I have to pop that out.
Oh my gosh, how many has he donated?
How much is
his name is just plastered all over it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I wonder who's gonna win.
Yeah, I think Eclipsis. I think has like 30 of like the 55. So let's see if they win.
Oh, hang on a second. I'm not sure how this is going to look.
Right. Yeah.
I gotta make sure I don't have anything sensitive up. Okay, nothing.
I have to blur it like I had to do with Ted's.
Is that Clint Eastwood?
Nothing sensitive is up. All right. Here we go.
I mean,
sorry, chat. I'm sorry you have to look at this.
Try not to smile when you see where Clint Eastwood lives. Oh, you closed!
No!
He's gone!
It's like looking at mirrors!
Hang on. Oh my God. Hang on. I'm still working on it. I'm still working on it.
Okay.
I
got it.
Days of crashing PS2s with that effect.
Oh God, I don't want to select the wrong
OBS. We got a raid from Derek.
Hey Derek.
Hey Derek.
We're just about to end.
Yeah, we are just about to. But if you want to throw in any last-minute donations, see, we've been raising money for Rise Against the Disorder, also known as
Above the Disorder.
Did I above the disorder? Oh, what did I say?
Rise Against. You said Rise Against.
Rise Against.
Rise Against.
Yeah, we're raising. We are all fans of Rise Against the Machine, right? They're a band. I don't remember what they've done. Maybe we're not meant. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Either way, right?
Is it? Hang on, I gotta make sure I get the right one.
Rise Above the Disorder.
Rise Against the Disorder, the Rage Against the Machine cover band.
Sabrina, what is this supposed to be?
Oh yes, we're just trying because since it's the end of the night, our daily raffle, we're determining who won that raffle. Who won it? What it was the Pikmin 4? Was that it? The cloth?
Yeah, the Pikmin
4 cloth poster. Yes.
Oh, so they say we have like an echo / robot a bit audio.
Oh, right. Hang on. Okay, that should be fixed now.
Okay, all right.
Sorry.
Is it fun? Is it safe?
Yeah.
Is it safe, everybody?
Yeah.
Are we good? Is there an echo?
Yep. Okay. Good. All right.
I have a vision.
All right. Let's do this now. All right. The winner of the Pikmin 4 cloth poster is
300. Oh,
Spyzario.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Yo, congratulations, dude.
Yay.
Yay!
Yes.
Yeah, there he is.
We're all
Yes.
silent, but let's be happy.
Mild
Congratulations,
excitement.
Spencer. You've won that cloth poster. You can put it on your wall. I mean,
Yeah.
not the second you don't have it in your hand, but you will later.
Yeah, I will make sure to clean it before I sip it out.
Why is it dirty?
It's been on the wall at GameStop, so I have to clean it.
Oh, okay.
Why
Who
haven't you already?
knows what
cleaned it?
happens in a GameStop? I've heard some stories. I won't tell them right now. It's too late because we're ending.
David, get us out
But-
of here.
Oh yeah. Well, this is the end of our regularly scheduled programming. Of course, since we did raise $10,000, we will be back next weekend, Friday. Whatever. Oh, God, I can't think of the
11th,
actual date.
August 11th.
Friday, August 11th, will be starting at noon Eastern Standard Time. So figure out your time zone wherever you are. For me, that's 9 a.m. because I'm on the West Coast, and we're gonna start the day with that Sonic Origins race where me and Some Call Me Johnny will race through Sonic Origins as Amy the Rose, and then we're getting after that'll be a fun game of Jeopardy, which I believe. Stefan, you're in charge of.
Yeah, I'm in charge. I've got a bunch of questions, some funny, some. I tried to make it something you guys could actually win. I could have made it bullshit, but I'm like, let me try to be fair. And then, and then closing it off with me and Steven racing in Sonic Unleashed. Him playing the HD version, and I'm playing Unleashed.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then, so during that day, if we're able to raise, since we're ending today at $15,035.69, if we can get another roughly $5,000, then we will return on the 12th. That's if we can get to that goal, which I mean it's possible because you want to see, of course, that Metroid Prime Remastered race. You want to see me and Stefan. Play Crash 4, me stumble through it, and of course, hey, there'd be some more Sonic with Frontiers, but that's only if we get to 20K before the end of Friday.
I gotta prove my Sonic worth, I guess.
Yep.
The lack thereof.
That's right. You gotta prove you're a Sonic fan. I mean, you are one now. It's happening. So we got to get to 20K. You can tell us all about your OC. You can tell us your headcanons, your theories, how deep you are into Archie at this point.
All right, Nora, I'm gonna need to borrow a lot of comics from you.
Yes, but thank you, non-Sonic fans. Thank you, Sabrina, Nora, Experiment T, and Linky for taking part in this circus of a debate. Thank you, the audience, for listening to us. Thank you to I was about to say Rise Against the Machine, Rise Above the Disorder for being a worthy cause for us to raise money for, and of course, thank you to, I guess I thanked everyone. God.
Thank you, AEDouble.
Oh yes, thank you, AEDouble, of course, for the art for this, for the great Sonic debate, which is it's great as always. You've pitched in a lot all over the place. You've been doing some great art on Twitter. You did the art for this last year. AE, you are okay. Give AE 16,000 points. He actually won the debate.
Okay, AE wins.
True.
Yay!
Yeah. All right, we're off the hook.
A good ending.
Hey.
All right. Me and Experiment are off the hook.
Yay!
Right.
Yes, and with all that, we'll see you Friday, the 11th.
All right. See you, everyone. Bye.
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 Charity versus Room 2. New Age of Zeros.